Welcome, everybody. Today is October 16th. You're watching the Alberniweather podcast. My name is Chris Alamany, and we're going to have some fun weather today. So let's look at it. We're going to have possibly some thunderstorms. I just put up a blog this morning. You can see some details there on the website, and we're looking for some possible lightning to occur this afternoon, probably starting late this morning. If I just look at the satellite picture here first, you can see that unstable weather here up on the North Island. Um, this is the band of rain that we had overnight. We have a bit of a break right now, but this sort of unstable stuff is going to come down over the island this morning and this afternoon, and possibly produce some thunder showers. So we'll look at the radar here, see what we have on the radar for this morning. You can see there is some rain in the area in Port Alberni. So Sprout Lake and into the valley, there looks like there's some rain there. And perhaps we'll see that on the cameras here. Let's look on the webcams. Um, So yeah, it looks like pretty heavy cloud over the valley right now. Some rain on the camera there, and yeah, it looks pretty gray to the west on the camera. So yeah, it definitely looks like you might be getting a little bit of rain right now, and this may develop into a thunderstorm later in the afternoon, or later in the morning. So have a look out for that. Um, if we look at the model for today, there's the lightning model. We can see, I'll just zoom it in here, that we get some thunderstorm activity here in the late morning. So this red area, you can see it in the Alberni Valley. That may be that cloud cover that's developing right now. That could be what this is. So this is showing potential lightning activity. So it's a little weird that it's sort of the way it looks, but yeah, this is what the model expects. So you can see everywhere from about the Alberni Valley down into the Cowichan Valley, and certainly on the west coast, it looks like there's going to be some thunderstorm activity as well. It does pull back to the water areas this afternoon and this evening. So you can see it's limited to the west coast and along the Strait of Georgia. So very much absent from the land areas. And that continues into Thursday morning, and then it clears up Thursday morning after sunrise. All of the lightning activity goes away. So yeah, we could be seeing the start of that activity here in the Alberni Valley this morning, and another cell here over top of Mount Arrowsmith, it looks like. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the day. Look out for any heavy downpours that might come out of that, and maybe some lightning as well. The second thing I wanted to show you today, as far as the weather goes, is the potential for an atmospheric river in the next couple days. So Thursday is looking quite nice. We'll clear out today after the thunderstorms tonight. We'll clear out, and we should be left with a fairly sunny day on Thursday. But Friday, we're going to move back into rain. So you'll see that on the larger chart here. There's Wednesday, Thursday, and then it clears out Thursday, and there's Friday. So this is looking like our first good semi-atmospheric river kind of event. You can see it coming on to the island Friday night. You can see those strong precipitation numbers here. That's 1.25 to 1.5, so 1.5 inches of rain in a 3-hour period there. That's what, 10, 15 millimeters. Um, I don't have my, actually, if you look at my post, let me just go back to my posts here, um, and I'll show you the scale. The University of Washington uses inches for its precipitation, um, which is somewhat infuriating, but that's okay. There it is. So I actually modified their scale here and added millimeters on top. So 1.25 to 1.5, that's 30 to 40 millimeters or so. So let's go back here. So yeah, so 30 to 40 millimeters in 3 hours on the West Coast. Let me zoom in. That's that purple area, 30 to 40 millimeters in 3 hours. That's in the evening on Friday. And it continues, gets a little more intense. There's 8 to 11 p.m. You're looking at 40 to 50 millimeters in that period on the West Coast. Less inland, so you can see that it's focused mainly on the west side of the island, and then there's a bit of a shadow. So including in Port Alberni, it's not quite as high, maybe 5 to 10 millimeters, but we're still looking fairly wet. So into Saturday, early Saturday morning, you can see that stream of moisture, the atmospheric river, starting to develop as it moves down the island. The North Island is clear at that point, but the South Island is continuous into Saturday. So the interesting part will be what happens on Saturday. If this band, so this is a pretty straight line here as far as the end of the precipitation window there. So you can see that it moves down the island around what, that's 8 to 11 a.m. Saturday. Um, this really bumps up the totals for the rainfall in the Cowichan Valley, and it really ends it for the Alberni Valley. So, um, as I was saying on the blog, if this moves just a little bit north, then we could see significantly more rain on Saturday than currently predicted on the models. But right now, the expectation is for that to continue moving down the island. And another band here develops in the afternoon on Saturday. Again, just missing the Alberni Valley. Um, and again, this really increases the totals in the Cowichan Valley up to, 70 millimeters, 100 millimeters through Friday, Saturday for those areas, but not as much in the Alberni Valley. So we're just on the edge of it, which is actually what happened on um, just going to go back. There's 5 p.m. Yeah. So just on the edge of it. This is actually what happened in the big atmospheric river event back in 2021, where they had all the flooding and stuff on the Malahat and all of that. And we just missed it. It was just below the Alberni Valley. So again, it looks like looking past into Saturday night, that rain redevelops on the South Island. The North and Central Island look pretty clear, but yeah, it's really focusing on the Cowichan Valley, Victoria, and Vancouver. Um, Once we get into early Sunday morning, it looks like it comes back up a little bit onto the island, but again, focused mainly on Cowichan and Vancouver as real serious rainfall. So um, that could be an issue as of Sunday. I I think we're going to see enough rainfall there that we'll see some flooding issues in possibly the Fraser Valley and possibly in the Cowichan Valley. If we look at the totals for the 24-hour precipitation, I put it up to Saturday evening on the blog, but if we want to look a little further than that, let's just go back here. So this is the picture from Friday to Saturday. So you can see these are totals over 100, even up to 200 millimeters on the west coast, 70 to 100 millimeters in the Cowichan Valley. Um, Maybe 30 to 40 in the Alberni Valley, and then less in the rain shadow there on the east coast of the island. In the Fraser Valley and on the north shore of the mountains, um, in Vancouver, you're looking at 100 millimeters or more. Um, and then if we go another 24 hours into Sunday, you can see that pocket of heavy rain here down in the Cowichan Valley, probably another 30 to 40 millimeters. Same in the Fraser Valley, maybe a little bit more in those purple areas. Um, and then if we advance to Monday, we can see it clears out a little bit. But again, we're getting some residual rain here in the Fraser Valley. So by the end of the weekend, I think we might see some issues in the Fraser Valley with flooding. We'll see. Hopefully, it's not too bad. I just wanted to show you too. This is a great website. It's called. Oh, did I miss the? So this is the actual atmospheric river sort of portal at the NOAA in San Diego. That's too bad. I had a different page in there first. Let me see if I can find it here. This one? No, that's the same page. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, anyway, doesn't matter. So this is the portal for the atmospheric river forecasts, and so if I advance this, we'll be able to see it. So that's Friday, Saturday. So you can see that water vapor. That's really what the atmospheric river is just a huge amount of water vapor streaming in from the Pacific onto the west coast. So somewhat, short-lived. You can see it just lasts. There's about Friday, 72 hours, Saturday into Sunday and Monday, and then it starts to move off. So thankfully it's not, it doesn't get stuck pointed at us like it has in the past, but certainly that's our atmospheric river coming at us for the weekend. Um, Don't have any air quality issues as of now. We'll look at the webcam, just see how that cell is doing here. Let me refresh this. Yeah, it's looking a little dark. Looking a little dark over there in the west. So yeah, we might see a little bit of thunderstorm activity. So keep an eye out for that. Um, I did want to point out this article. It's a really cool one about solar energy taking over as far as renewables goes. This is according to the International Energy Agency. So there's lots of good information coming out about that today. Um, I won't go into SpotX. I just wanted to bring back the let me bring back the satellite and radar image here. There's the radar. We'll just look at the radar image just to see what we have. Yeah, so it's looking like it's just have some activity moving in through Port Alberni. It looks like it's going to move off to the east. So probably not our lightning that we're anticipating for this afternoon. Okay, well I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Remember tomorrow is shakeout, so make sure you do your earthquake and tsunami drills. If you're looking for tsunami information on the website, you can click on tsunami there in the main page, and it'll bring you to the tsunami warning system from the NOAA. And if you're looking for the Port Alberni tsunami map, you can find it in the links under earthquakes, and it's right there. So good information to have, so you know where the tsunami zone is. Remember, you don't need to go up the hump to escape a tsunami. You only need to go pretty much above the railroad tracks. That's a good, simple way of thinking of where you need to be. So above the railroad tracks on Johnson, above 10th Avenue in the south part of town. That's the easiest way to get out of the tsunami zone. So check that out. It's a good time to do that. And we'll see you again in a few days. Okay, see you later.